follows basketball.
Notice the whole second half of the speech is completely different. What was the line you were looking for? I have a dream. Come on, get the fuck
out of here.
You have that? Yeah. See, the first half, he noticed the audience wasn't with him. And he changed the whole thing, made the whole speech up.
That's fucking crazy.
Right there on the spot.
So, are you saying I should contact the Jordans?
Fuck no. Just fucking.
What was his whole speech about?
Yeah, what the
My voice tells you to do stupid shit. My voice.
Now, I've seen a lot of basketball, but the feeling that I get when I see my
speech?
Oh, and then he's gonna switch it up.
Like, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and
She
switch
gets
it
the
up.
room. You're right. You're totally
you gotta
right.
Read the room. You gotta read the room. You gotta just be him.
Why don't you go home and get some sleep? There's nothing more you can do at this point. How you feeling? Same way as I did 72 hours ago. I think you're fucking crazy. But now I'm 45 instead of 44. Well, other than that, I think we're good.
You know, the young boys gotta have fun too.
You're right. And then we're gonna have some
Search of its basketball star. We believe you are that star.
Well, thank you, Mr. Vaccaro, Mr. Knight, Mr. Strasser, Mr. White, thank you. Ah, Mr. White. Thank you.
How does his dad get shot to death?
You guys.
Oh, that was some crazy shit.
Thank you so much.
That was a whole like conspiracy and like some weird crazy. That's some crazy shit.
We're gonna take a hard look at everyone's numbers.
That's horrible.
Fluke
We'll
accident.
let you know when we let you know. Great speech. Emotional.
Great, thanks, David.
Where the hell did that come from?
I don't know. Your son, he made it
I
all.
don't know.
Here you go, son.
What the fuck is that thing with the fines, by the way? It doesn't matter. I think we have. We just enjoy
What's the shit with the
What the
fines?
fuck? Alright.
Adidas, they masked off.
The 250?
Yeah, the 250 and a car.
And a cop.
The family knows exactly what's gonna come in every year.
Well, that's not his concern.
Okay. Uh-huh.
His concern is that in order for the shoe to be meaningful, in order for young people, many not of real means, to want to go out and spend the money that they worked all week, 2 weeks, at the mall for, until my son steps into it.
It's just a shoe.
Until my son steps
You
into
gave me the wordage.
1%. That's all I want, babe. I just want 1% of the gross.
It's just. You can pause it real quick, babe.
Benny Affleck. First of all, I already got the upper hand, babe. So I'm walking upstairs with the upper hand. Now what's gonna happen is, I don't run the company, I don't own the company at all. Okay? But I got the information that I need. It's gonna be up to your ass. Here we go. I'm gonna tell you right now what he wants. You already agreed to $250,000. Buying him a car ain't gonna be nothing. But if you can find a way to go to the board and come up off 1% gross on every shoe, not every shoe in Nike, just the ones with his name on it, we good. He over here. You got Michael Jordan. What you want to do? Go. Now, granted, at the same time, baby, you gotta remember, nobody can predict the future. You just looking at Michael Jordan right now. You don't know what is to come. But that's the gamble, which is what your boy's saying.
Yeah.
I gamble every day. Okay? And if you're a gambler, you ain't set out to win every one. But that one you do win,
You double down.
that's the big one. That's the big one right there. Have I sold you enough? I got 2 questions for you. Why you still here?
It's like, should I go into corporate shit? Because I feel like I would kill these speeches.
That's Creed, babe. Why are you still sitting here? So I got one question. Why you still here? with all the riches of England. Or wherever you talking about. I tell you what though, if it weren't for his mama,
Wait, his mom had.
Jordan to be Adidas.
No,
all
baby.
that.
If it wasn't for Matt Damon, like, let's be real. If
Well,
Matt Damon did
and
roll
his
on.
mama.
No, I'm saying if Matt
Yeah,
Damon.
Matt Damon when he came.
If Matt Damon wasn't working for Nike, Nike would have never got this deal.
Yeah. And people always forget those people. Those people who make it work. Those people who made it happen. Alright? It ain't always the president or the king. It's the fucking the hand of the king. The secretary of the king. The other person in their ear giving you the business. The chief of staff, if you will. The person they respect the most, they grant the counsel to, advise me. What the hell shall I do? That person right there is always forgotten. Always, baby. And don't forget, you need to be in a room where it happened. The person that guided you to that decision, you need to tap into that person. That's who you need. You get that person, guess what you got? Whatever you was trying to get. Done. AKA, go to the mamas. The mamas will get it done. What the fuck? Yes, no, maybe so.
Right.
Sweetie pie?
MJ.
MJ? That's what his mama called him.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Mike.
Welcome to Nike.
You know I hate you, bro.
Listen, I just want to talk to you a lot about how much I see in you, and like, just let that shit go.
Let me tell you something. This one game
I saw
watched
this
from you,
watch
you
thing.
knew
You were getting.
You was
like,
getting watch. Just
you
tell
knew.
me. Just let
tell
me know.
Because
Let me
they
know,
won't tell
bro.
me.
Hello.
I need to see you in the bullpen.
Hey,
Sonny, you know,
It's important, Rob.
It's important, Rob. For you and your daughter on Sundays.
You have courage. That's what you do here.
thanks, Phil.
I think it'll be fine. That's the most we ever sold in a shoe. $3 million?
Oh my god, are they gonna show us the numbers?
One guy. How much could it be?
What do you got?
Air Jordan shoes sold 162 million.
The first year.
And the most they ever sold was $3 million.
$3 million.
Wow!
Hey, my guy.
How's it going? Good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
I'm gonna buy that too.
I can't believe we didn't get it.
Oh, you knew he was gonna be good?
I knew. We all knew.
Well, you just talk shit last time.
He
was
must not
gone.
remember
He was gone.
Have a good one, man.
You too.
You don't remember. I talked to you.
Everybody knew.
Everybody knew. You talking mad shit. He a guard. The best he can do.
And he too little.
Yeah,
He too little.
For the NBA, come on, bro. No, I knew.
Oh my god, is he gonna try to go jogging, babe?
The running, the pain of the running is what it is. I can't do what he doing.
I just want to jog a little bit. Why do you go to the actual track?
Yeah, it's like a whole atmosphere track. Just run in your neighborhood, bro.
Right. I'm not running out here. I'm gonna hate this.
And I'm done. Nah, fuck this.
Nah. No way.
No way. It's fucking. Nike, how they acquired Michael Jordan for their what I didn't realize, up until now, basically is that Michael was really in love with Adidas, which now makes sense because in the 80s, Ron DMC, all the rap shit, everybody was rocking Adidas, right? Everybody had the tracksuit, had the damn shoes and shit. It was Adidas. that was bringing it all day. And of course, Converse was like super big too, right? Because you had Dr. J and all that type of shit, right? Converse was the other shoe that was in there. Nike, I mean, when I was a kid, right, Nike wasn't even like a thing, right? This wasn't even one of the things that you even seen or, you know, go towards or whatever. But I love to see how you had Matt Damon in here who was being Sonny, who was like, he was that guy. He was that guy who was like, I know basketball, I know players, I know what it is. I know when they got that oomph. They got that magic, that gusto. And him, and I like in the beginning of the movie, they was like, can we get this guy? How about Michael Jordan? Can we get, nope, we can't get him. This guy, no, we can't get. And they just brushed past that real quick. Excuse me. And then at some point, Matt Damon was like, let me go back through the tapes of the people that we can't get and just see if there's somebody, because he talked to Ben Affleck, right? And was like, you know, you supposed to be that guy, blah, 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 this and that. He go back through the tapes and he's like, wait a minute. Of all my knowledge and all everything that I know, what I'm seeing right now, wait a minute. This guy, this is something different. Played it back 1,000 times. It's like, no, you know what? I think this is the guy right here. All of his knowledge and intuition told him this is the guy right here. And I mean, it was one of those damn gambles and situations where it paid off tenfold, right? Like, that was the guy for sure. But he had to go convince not the damn agent, but the mom. And Viola Davis did a great job bringing that pain of like, my son wants this. And I think it only worked out, like you said, babe, if Sonny wouldn't have drove down there to the parents' house and gave her the insight that she would need when she get to the other damn meetings with Converse and Adidas. And it was just like, oh, he might know a little bit what he talking about. The only other thing that nobody foreseen coming is that the mom then was savvy enough to know we want 1% sales on every shoe with his name on it to go for it. Right there, once you got that, you get, look, it's history in the making at that point. And I thought everybody did a great job on here, right? Chris Tucker did a great job. Pete did a great job with designing the shoe. Michael's agent did a great job. Viola Davis, 100%. Did a great job. They did good casting for Michael's dad, right? He probably had a lot to do with that to make him look more like his dad. That's like spot on his daddy, right? The way he looked on there. And then Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, they all did a great job on here for sure to just bring it. And they didn't really draw it out at all either, right? They just, this is what it was, what we tried to do. We tried to get it, and then we got it. And then it was in and out from there. So, I had a great time with the movie. It was a good behind-the-scenes information of what had happened, because there's not a story right there that you would think about knowing about. You just know it happened because you know where it was. And I'm glad to see that it did, and it worked out perfectly for everybody. And this was a really good movie. Thank you guys for picking it. I really wanted to watch it. I got to watch it, and I'm happy about it, so I'm good.
Yeah, definitely appreciate the community voting this in quickly because it just dropped not that long ago. I mean, this is my favorite, probably my most favorite type of movie to watch is something based on a true story, because like you know what the end game is, but it's so interesting to see all the pieces that leads to it. And this movie like killed it for me. Like I fell in love with Nike, and like that's not even a thing that like I thought that was gonna be. I loved Sonny. I love Matt Damon's character as Sonny. The fact that he just loves basketball and it's always been about basketball, and that's why he got hired for Nike to essentially run their basketball department. And like he got that feeling when it came to Michael Jordan. It gave me goosebumps so many times. His like vision of it, him replaying the same video over and over and over again, where it just looks like he's taking a shot, and I was just like, what is he seeing? And then when he breaks it down to I think Ben Affleck's character, or it might have been whoever, Ben Affleck or Bateman's character, as far as like the coach recognizing at such a young age what Michael brings to the table as a closer. That's what my takeaway was, that he depended on the freshman 18-year-old Michael Jordan to close out a season that he couldn't get from any of his seniors just reflected the confidence that he had in the player, and that like solidified Sonny's motivation for like, this is the only player we need to go after. I loved it so much, and I think honestly the fact that like they did hire somebody that was basketball focused and basketball centric does give so much more like validity to the brand. And I loved Sonny going and meeting with Jordan's family. I mean, like, this is what you can expect in these meetings. And I'm so glad they let us show how those meetings go that essentially reflected how those meetings went. So there's a lot I could say about this movie, but like, it was very interesting. I didn't know how any of this played out. This wasn't a story that I fully have ever been like introduced to. So I didn't even know that the getting Michael a % of the sales too was the precedence that like changed everything, which was so freaking cool. And I love Viola. I thought she killed it. So many good vibes about like her as a mom and what she brought to the table. And I love the fact that they did put Michael, even though the entire story is about Michael, that the character was never really seen. Because it wasn't ultimately, he wasn't a moving decision maker in this decision. It was the mom, it was the dad, it was Nike. I love that so much. Because they could have done the cheat way and, you know, had a character and make it Jordan, but they didn't do that because that's ultimately not who made those decisions, which I just think is so fantastic. I loved it so much. I loved everybody that was on the Nikes team. I especially love, who's the one that made the shoes? You said his name earlier. Pete. I love Pete. I love that Pete's only dream in his entire life was to make the perfect basketball shoe. Not shoe, basketball shoe. So I love that. It just felt like things all aligned for Nike. We had Matt Damon and we had Pete, who are like, we love basketball. We haven't figured out, but we have the two best we have the best basketball thinker shoe guy, and we have someone who loves basketball. It just, I loved it so much, the way everything aligned and everything came together. It was just very entertaining and revealing as far as how that whole deal came to pass, and just inspiring, as always. I love these movies because they are inspiring, because you think, you know, you never know the behind workings of how something comes to fruition, and to have somebody like Matt Damon going to bat for Michael Jordan without his even knowing, like, it's inspiring. Like, there's people out there that can really see you, and I really enjoyed this all the way through. I thought it was entertaining. I thought they did a great job with the comedic balance, but ultimately, it's just inspiring as heck. It's just very cool, and I really appreciate too, even in the midst of Sonny's speech about like, there's going to be really hard times. I love what they did with like the flashing in, all the stuff that that Michael ends up having to deal with. I thought that was just a very like humanizing and like, moment, but ultimately it did, because it is, everything he said in that ultimately was achieved. Like, and you can see that in the numbers. I love that they broke the numbers down at the end too. In stark contrast to how they broke the numbers down at the beginning of the movie.
Right, how they weren't doing shit.
So just really well done. Really sold the whole story. It was educational. It was insightful. I've never heard the story told in this way either, but it's one of my favorite things ever. So thank you guys so much for picking this one in for this month. I loved it. I had so much fun with this one.
It was good. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk movie reaction chosen by you guys. This one right here was Air. And until next time.